We know the top 3 questions we're always asked: hurricanes, alligators, bugs, right?
Yeah.
I would say the 4th thing that we talk the most about is golf cartability, and I'm not even sure if that's a word.
I don't think it is either, but we made it up, and I think people are asking about it because they're watching our videos and saying, I want that. I want golf cartability, you know?
Definitely want that.
If we don't know each other, my name's Mark, this is Jeff. We're with the Charleston Area Living Group, and we talk about all things from Sandy down to Edisto, over to Mount Pleasant, up to Awendaw, and of course, our main hub here in Summerville for sure.
Smack downtown in the middle of Nexton is where we stand, and this is actually one of the areas that is the most golf cartable in all of the city of Charleston and the Summerville areas.
Yeah, I would totally agree. Even down through Charleston, like you were saying earlier, we were talking, we don't know of any other neighborhoods outside of the whole Charleston area that are this golf cartable.
Yeah, none.
Right?
There's definitely golf cartable neighborhoods and areas in Charleston, but I would say the top 3 just happen to be here in Summerville that we're going to talk about today. I have recently purchased a golf cart from Joe's Carts. We're going to show you around a little bit there and show you what they have able to get this, because there's all different styles and sizes and price points and kind of things. But the top 3 for us, which one should we start with?
I think we should give them the best first, which I think is where we're standing right here in Nexton.
Yeah.
Because of everything you have in Nexton Square, you have the hub, you have downtown Nexton that's coming.
Yep.
All of that is going to be within golf cart from a couple of these neighborhoods.
Actually, all of the neighborhoods in Nexton, which encompass 55 plus neighborhoods like Hammock Walk and Del Webb in Nexton, and then non-55s, the whole Midtown area, all of the Nexton, Brighton Park, the True Homes neighborhood.
So you got to have a full battery for Hammock Walk.
Yeah, it's
for Bradford Point and for True Homes.
It's out there a bit.
They're out there a bit. It's I would say it's 4 miles, 5 miles
that
from
sounds right.
there to here for sure. So.
But when we're talking about golf cartability here, I think it's important to say that what we're talking about is trails.
Yes. Not
on the roads. And we're going to have some more videos coming soon about what's legal and not legal and the difference between an LSV and a golf cart, the insurance liabilities and registration and tags and all that stuff. But all these areas we're talking about today, once you leave your specific neighborhood, you're on trails the whole way through.
Yeah, except for Carnes, right?
Except for Carnes.
Because Carnes, you have to go on the road.
You're right. Yeah. Cane Bay. We'll get to Cane Bay and Carnes next.
Yeah.
But next in all these areas you can get to, and we've even had a lot of people that have bought in a 55 plus neighborhood in Nexton, and then family is in a non-55 plus, and they can go back and forth by golf cart
to each other. Yeah. So I would say the number 1 subsection for golf cartability is definitely going to be Brighton Park.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Because it's so much closer to where we are here in Nexton Square. You can go to Hall's, Poogan's Porch House, Taco Boy, over to the pizza place.
Come visit us.
Yeah, come visit us. Bring us gifts. We like gifts.
Yeah, take us to Hall's.
Yeah.
We like that.
You can then get to the pickle bar that you were just talking about on one of our videos, short videos the other day. So I think that is probably the number 1 subsection. The only bad thing is there's no new construction in Brighton Park.
Right.
So you would have to go out to Midtown, which is still golf cartable to here.
For sure.
Just a little bit further. In addition, you can get to the Harris Teeter, the Publix, there's a Jersey Mike's going up there. They're even putting in a new golf cart.
I wasn't sure what is it that's
I got it in my head.
Yeah.
The golf cart path.
It's sometimes getting it from in here out to there. That's the difficulty that Mark and I often have.
From the new Publix over to Del Webb, where your parents live, right?
Yeah. It's a great. I think you're right. I would say it's number 1. The other 2 that are coming, I'll talk about Carnes because I live there, and it's going to be a contender here pretty quick because they've got a Publix that's being built right now. They've got and that's actually inside Carnes. Like you wouldn't have to leave the neighborhood to get to that.
Right.
And there's I think there's a rooftop bar. There's a hotel going in there with a convention center and some more restaurants and bars. And then right across the street, Dunkin' Donuts and Steel City Pizza, and Starbucks is about to open. Freddy's burger place about to open.
The Poke Bowl place.
Still not 100% sure what a Poke Bowl is.
Remember, we looked it up. It's on the live the other night. It's raw fish.
Yeah, but I don't know if
I can't believe you ate raw fish.
I know, that's why I'm questioning it. I mean, I have eaten raw fish before. You know, sushi, eel is actually my favorite.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Have you ever had eel?
No, I've not.
It tastes good.
And I probably would never.
Including eels. Eels full of estrogen.
I can't get you to try it?
No.
I wonder if they have eel at that
I don't
restaurant.
think there's a number, even for a dollar number.
All right, so I'm going to try to do a video over at the new Poke Bowl place with Mark, and we're going to feed him some fish.
I'm not showing up.
It's rude. So, and then even in the neighborhood, like being able to go to the amenity centers, and this was true with Nexton also. Yes. In Carnes, there's a amazing new amenity center coming.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
Huge resort-style pool, pickleball, tennis courts, basketball. It's got a gym. It's got a freaking farm. I don't know what that's going to be like yet still, but it's got a farm there. You can
Proper
go drive
terminology, agri-hood.
It's got an agri-hood. That's a little uppity.
It does.
Agri-hood. Come on. It's a farm.
That's the neighborhood you moved into.
That's where I live. I know. I should probably get it right
you're
if
an
I
uppity
live
kind
there.
of guy.
I am not. I am far from an uppity kind of guy. That is
I don't
not
think
me.
you are.
No.
No.
So lots of new restaurants, and here's what I just realized just a couple days ago. A Harris Teeter.
Across the street, right?
Across the street. Harris Teeter is coming to Carnes.
So Carnes is competing with Nexton with the Harris Teeter.
I feel like they are.
Right?
Yeah, even getting a 55 plus now in Carnes with the new Horizons that's coming.
That's
so
right.
think of all the people going to be tooling around on golf carts between Horizons and all the homes that are in Carnes now and all those restaurants.
And we put out a little video about Horizons. We didn't know much. There'll be more coming, so definitely be on the lookout for that for Horizons at Carnes. And then, so number 3 is Cane Bay Plantation, right?
Yep, that's where Mark lives.
I live in Cane Bay. I'm in the middle of Cane Bay Plantation, I would say. Maybe front third, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm in the Oaks. The Oaks is exactly 2 miles to the Publix and all of the shopping at North Creek and the Cane Bay Marketplace and all of that. So if I were to own a golf cart, I would go 2 miles once I get out of my neighborhood on cart paths that go meander through the woods even a little bit, so you can't see the cart paths from Cane Bay Boulevard sometimes, which is really nice. It's a nice little ride. So as long as you're okay with that, that's why I think we're putting it number 3.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit further, since Publix and the Marketplace and North Creek Marketplace are all at the front of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You have to travel all the way up to the front of the neighborhood.
But even if you, like, I think if I lived in, and this is where Carnes is inferior to your area with golf cartability in one way, I would just really enjoy going out and getting on trails and going for a ride in the evening with Andrea. Like sometimes we go out in the slingshot.
Yep.
Sometimes we go out in the golf cart. You've got a better neighborhood than I do than just going out just to go for a ride.
Yeah.
Get away from the kids and go for a ride.
And so I was reading one of the rules that the Berkeley County Sheriff put out the other day about golf carts. I guess this doesn't include LSV.
Okay.
But it says it has to be registered.
Yeah.
It has to be, I don't know if it had to be insured, but I think it did say registered and insured for the golf cart. And then it has to stay within 4 miles of your home. So my question is, for the people that live in the back of Cane Bay, it's 4 to 5 to maybe 6 miles to the very back of Cane Bay. Are they okay taking that golf cart all the way up to Publix?
That's a good question, and we're going to get some clarification on all this when we get Joe from Joe's Carts on on a channel here with us for a live here after the first of the year. But I think there's what's legal and then what's done.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see any scenario where there's somebody in Cane Bay has a problem going to the Publix.
Right.
Even if they're 4.5 miles.
Because it's all trails.
It's all trails.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if you were going to jump out on the roads and go 9 miles away from your house, that would be an issue.
Yeah, because you're holding up traffic and everything else, for sure.
And then there's the other thing that you can go to in Cane Bay that is not all the restaurants and shops is the YMCA.
Yes.
So it's
go to the gym, the indoor pool.
Biggest YMCA in the Southeast.
That's what I heard.
I finally got that right.
Very good.
I said that wrong many, many times.
But they got ball fields there. They got the pickleball courts. They got the tennis courts. You've got an indoor pool if you're a member there. You've got an indoor walking track above the basketball court. So if it's raining out, you can still get your walk in. It even has your favorite, a library in the YMCA. So you can go to the library on golf carts.
I do love me a good library.
Yeah, yeah. I can see you sitting there drinking a cup of coffee. Do they allow coffee in libraries?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You might be ruining the books if you spill your coffee.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, some little librarian going to tell me to take my coffee outside. I mean, I just don't see it. I don't know, librarians can be tough.
Mr. Gregg,
yeah.
you have to leave.
No, and listen, I'm a rules follower. I really am. So if there's no coffee, I've never tried, but
we're gonna have to try that.
Jeff Gregg arrested. Local realtor arrested for, no. I'm not gonna get in trouble, I promise.
Yeah.
So, great areas here.
One more thing about Cane Bay before we leave.
Oh, yeah.
So for the people that live in the back though,
yeah,
there is some reprieve coming. Is that the right way to say it?
Well, you finish the sentence and then I'll tell you if you got it right.
They are building what's called the Lakes Village in the back of Cane Bay.
Well, if it happens.
If it gets through the county.
I want it to happen.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah. So Lakes is going to have more retail, more homes, all of that. And I believe from what it looks like with the plans and everything, you'll be able to get to all the retail from the back.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go the 6 miles up front.
6 miles.
I think it's 6 miles, yeah.
I wonder how long the average golf cart, not the lithium ones,
Another question for Joe.
Yeah, we'll get Joe to answer that.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna have a whole list. We're gonna have to write these down.
Oh, we will. We'll totally forget all the questions I want to ask him.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So now, all these areas are super nice for golf carts.
Yeah, those are our top three. There's plenty more areas that are golf cartable around the area. But we've had so many clients recently that said, I want a neighborhood that I can go grocery shopping, go to a restaurant, go get a drink, buy golf cart. These are our three favorites.
So somebody might be watching this and saying, why isn't Summers Corner in that?
That would be a good question.
Right?
Yeah.
And Summers Corner is probably in the top 5.
Yeah.
Right? But they just don't have the shopping center there yet. Public owns some land. They've owned it for 15 years probably. We don't know when that's going to happen. When that becomes, I think that will bump up the list.
It will be very nice when the club opens also for all the people in Summers Corner to be able to go to the club. Yep. And then all of our clients in Horizons over there, they're really looking forward to being able to go to their amenity center once it opens by golf cart. We've talked to a lot of people that are going to do that.
Yeah. Well, if you want to know more about this stuff, we love answering questions either on our live stream on Tuesday nights. We do one-off questions in the comments. So Tuesdays at 7, or if you click the link down in the description, what can they do, Jeff?
You can book a Zoom call with us or a meeting in person here. Sometimes we have people book a meeting and just say, hey, we're going to be at your office at 2 o'clock on Tuesday, and that's great.
Yeah.
But we'd love to book a Zoom call with you first, because then we can find out what's important to you, what neighborhoods you like, or is golf cartability important to you? Is the lifestyle in the amenity center important to you? Is location to where you're going to work important to you? And we can kind of whittle down that list a little bit, and then even before you get here, we can be sending you houses that make sense in neighborhoods that we think make sense for you.
I love it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that little bell for us. That little bell will alert you of new videos coming so that you don't miss one and don't miss out on the funness of these videos, right?
Thanks for watching. See y'all.